way this world's been going, I don't think for very long. Everybody's drifting in a different direction, singing their own sweet songs, and we can stand beside each other. There's no tie too high. We all came on different ships, but together we'll live or we'll die. 'Cause we're all in the same boat, brother. Ooh, we're all sailing on same rough sea. As long as we pull together, we'll make it back home safely. Gotta help you. You got to help me. Gotta help you. You got to help me. So many people coming hungry. They're crying out, but we just can't hear. Gotta be a lot more loving and sharing, and a lot less living in fear. If we can ride the storm out together, but winds and storms may arise. Tomorrow we'll see that storm break through the sky. Ooh, we're all sailing on same rough sea. As long as we pull together, we'll make it back home safely. You gotta help you. You got to help me. Gotta help you. You gotta help me. Oh, 'cause we're all in the same boat, brothers and my sisters. You gotta help you. You got to help me. All in the same boat, brothers and my sisters. You gotta help you. You got to help me. All in the same boat, brothers and my sisters. You gotta help you. You got to help me. All in the same boat, my brothers and my sisters. You gotta help you. Brothers and my sisters. You gotta help you. You gotta help me.
Good afternoon. What an uplifting way to start off Mercy's observance of National Cancer Survivors Day. Thank you to the Morgan State University Choir for that beautiful song. We will be hearing from them later again in the program, and we invite you to sing along. I'd like to begin with an opening prayer. Here at Mercy Medical Center, prayer is an important, cherished value that we have, and it expresses our belief that every moment in a person's journey is holy. Prayer is our response to God's faithful presence in suffering, in joy, in sickness, and in health, in life, and in death. And so we begin our gathering today in the presence of God to celebrate, inspire, and support one another, whoever and wherever we may be on our journey with cancer. Some of us are cancer survivors, some of us are newly diagnosed, some of us are family members or healthcare providers that are called to be instruments of God's healing, hope, and love. Whoever or wherever we are all on this journey together. Gracious God of many names, we call upon you in your infinite love and wisdom to bless our gathering today. May we draw strength and inspiration from one another. May we help each other see you at work in our lives, especially in moments of fear and uncertainty. May we hear you calling us to deeper faith, deeper hope, and deeper love. May we use the many gifts and blessings you have bestowed upon us to be a light to others. May we find peace in trusting your perfect will, knowing that you never leave us to face our struggles alone, and you desire only our healing and wholeness. Thank you, O gracious God, for sustaining us, loving us, and guiding us. May we continue to live, love, and serve you and one another fully, whoever or wherever we may be in life's journey. We pray in your holy name, amen. It is now my pleasure to introduce Sister Helen Amos, Executive Chair of the Board of Trustees at Mercy.
Thank you, Julia. On behalf of the Sisters of Mercy and the physicians and staff of Mercy Medical Center, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to our annual and first ever virtual celebration of life. We feel grateful to be able to share our collective, unconquerable spirit through music, laughter, prayer, and reflection. Each year, we look forward to this occasion when we can stand together to rejoice and celebrate the gift of life. This year, we stand together in spirit from our own homes. It's not the same as seeing you in person, but we are thankful for the opportunity, especially after the incredibly challenging year we've all had. We're honored that you're joining us and grateful for the chance to show our cancer survivors what an inspiration they are to us. Although every person's cancer journey is different, we can find strength and hope in our shared experiences. As you listen to our speakers today, no doubt you will hear echoes of your own story. I hope our speakers will add to your own depths of strength and courage and help you remember that you are never alone in your fight. Mercy's observance of National Cancer Survivors Day joins us with almost 17 million other cancer survivors in the United States, their caregivers, families, and friends. Thank you for entrusting your care to our dedicated doctors, nurses, and clinical staff. The power of your invincible spirit inspires us to keep moving forward. I'm humbled by the strength and perseverance you exhibit every day. May God continue to bless you and keep you in good health. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Vadim Gushin, Director of the HIPEC program at Mercy.
Thank you, Sister Helen. On behalf of the Institute of Cancer Care at Mercy, it is my honor to be here today and share National Survivor Day with you, our inspiring cancer survivors, their families, friends, and caregivers. Cancer does not come alone in your lives. This diagnosis brings along another C word, and this word is courage. I frequently ask my patients how they pull themselves together and cope with the unwelcome growth in their bodies. The answer is they grow courage too. For some, it helps to get through the shock of bad news and start a long and arduous treatment. For others, to ask for help from their families, friends, not to be alone, to give emotional support with hugs and kisses, rides to therapy, cooking and cleaning, and much more. What patient may not realize is that your courage energizes us, your nurses and doctors, your caregivers. It happens even when you're not feeling well and have trouble smiling. Your courage moves us to do more, to look for better treatments, to discover and use cutting-edge technologies, organize welcoming support groups, and improve patients' care experience. Your courage helps us to support you through setbacks and cheer your successes and milestones with you. We're so honored that you chose to share your courage with us. God bless everyone, and remember, you're never alone in your journey. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. I always look forward to spring. It is a time of renewal. The flowers are in bloom, the grass is a little greener. This year, spring takes on an added significance because after a long, difficult year fighting the pandemic, we can finally see signs that our lives are returning to normal. Much of our frustration is our approach to life. We all have opportunities to live upset, worried, and offended. If you are going to be at peace, it is not going to happen by accident. You have to do it on purpose. The question for you today is, what are you going to do today to stay calm, let go out of your distress, and enjoy your life? It has been an honor for me and the Mercy team to be part of your life. Take care and have a great day.
Hi, on behalf of all of us here at Mercy Medical Center Outpatient Chemotherapy, we wish you all a very happy Survivorship Day.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bose at Mercy Hospital in Baltimore. To all the survivors of cancer out there, their friends, their families, and everyone who's involved in taking care of cancer survivors, happy National Cancer Survivors Day. Thanks.
Happy Cancer Survivor Day.
Hi, this is from 40% of the nurse practitioner team from Medical Oncology. Happy Cancer Survivor Day to you. Happy Cancer Survivor Day to you. Happy Cancer Survivor Day to you. Happy Cancer Survivors Day to you. And many more. And thank you for the privilege of allowing us to participate in your care. And don't worry, we are not quitting our day jobs.
My name is Dr. Jacobs, Maria Jacobs, Radiation Oncology. For some of you, you know what I do, and we have developed a relationship through the years, not only through your radiation course, but also through the most wonderful time, the Survivor Day, which we will be celebrating in June. We miss you. We are living extraordinary times with the pandemic, and as many people before me may have said to you, we certainly miss the celebration of your survivorship, the time of togetherness and friendship that will remain with us, and I look forward to celebrating a different year next time.
Thank you for being our heroes. Happy Survivors Day.
Happy National Cancer Survivorship Day from your patient navigator and social work support team.
Today we celebrate you. We celebrate your perseverance as you've navigated the ups and downs, your hope through uncertainties, your determination, your courage, your faith.
We thank you for allowing us to be part of your cancer journey.
Congratulations!
Good afternoon. Thank you all for choosing the Mercy team to be part of your life. One of the major rewards of being a doctor is to meet extraordinary people in extraordinary circumstances. And while I want to help and do so, I had the opportunity to learn and be helped by my patients. Today, I want to introduce one of those extraordinary people that is not only a patient, but also my friend. I am Catholic, I believe in God, and I am grateful that God has given me the skill to do what I do. Gary went through a tough time, but his closeness to God helped to supercharge him, give him the stamina that he needed to be where he is today. Seeing someone with such a big heart and compassion inspires me to get closer to God and give me more endurance and energy to my life. Gary, thank you very much for being my friend. Have a good day.
Hey everybody, my name is Gary Young. Glad to be with you even though it's virtual. Calling in from Atlanta, Georgia. And I have been a patient of Dr. Sardi at Mercy Hospital now for 5 years, a little over 5 years, back when I was diagnosed in 2015 with appendiceal cancer. After about 6 months of being misdiagnosed, I went on a long journey trying to figure that out, from a misdiagnosis of ulcer to you were on spring break, you probably got something from the ocean, bacteria, and ultimately the journey took me to a doctor that saw what he was recognized as cancer, and it was all throughout my abdominal cavity. So based on the amount that I had in the abdominal cavity, they didn't give me a good outlook at all. I was actually talked about end-of-life conversations in my very first discussion with the doctor, and talking about time frames of possibly less than a year to live. So we went on a journey and an all-out sprint to go find out about this type of cancer, and find who is the best at it. And we went around and interviewed within a month. So this, when I finally found this out, that was in September of 2015. And my surgery with Dr. Sardi was on October 22nd of 2015. So it happened very quick. I flew around and met with a series of doctors, and it was very quick for us to kind of realize after our meeting with Dr. Sardi that he was somebody we were comfortable with. His demeanor, his personality, everything fit with us extremely well. And we're so glad that we chose that, because not only is he the doctor that saved my life, but he's now become a dear friend and one that I'm journeying in life with as we speak. So that's kind of the start of it, the misdiagnosis and not given much hope. And then that led to that October 22nd surgery, which for those that have cancer but have not seen this type of cancer, it's, as they said, one of the mother of all surgeries. It's HIPEC, as they call it. My surgery was either 12 or 14 hours long, and then at the end they fill you full of hot chemotherapy and shake you like a paint can for several hours, just to make sure that they have done everything to get this cancer out of the abdominal cavity. So in the journey there, or in that surgery, it literally took out portions of your body that you think you need, and many things that are in there that you maybe don't need. But my life changed dramatically that day, and fortunately, when I came out of surgery, got the good news that it went well, and that I did not need to have change of life as it related to a colostomy bag or anything of that sort. So was very fortunate on the front end, and actually fortunate to get through the time in the hospital really well. It looked like the recovery was going well. And then I got to Atlanta, and it changed for the worse. I hit some complications, and it took about 6 months of going 3 times to the emergency room, just getting fluids to stay alive, I think, because I was down to 120 pounds and could not eat, or had no desire to eat. And so the fluids were basically just to keep me to where I had any level of energy and to even be able to move forward. So, but once the recovery started, 6 months into it, I have just been extremely blessed on how fast my body finally said, okay, it's time. And I moved into that next phase, and that was a recovery and a changed lifestyle. So for all of us that have done this cancer survivor thing, we know it changes us. And in many cases, sometimes for the worse and sometimes for the better. And mine is one of those stories where it has marked me in a big way. And I'm blessed beyond measure. I've been able to live a full life and not only see it as, looking back as a challenge, but as something that, is actually somewhat of a blessing because of what it's allowed me to do. And that's mainly things like focusing on, what's most important, and that's kind of loving and encouraging others. So I'll add, a little bit of encouragement, hopefully to those today that maybe are still in the battle, that I believe it's prayer and perseverance and persistence that really get you through it. There was days I didn't want to, and having a community around me, in my case, my family, but lean into the community and let them love on you. And that's one thing that Mercy Hospital has done so well, is they've put people in that are willing to journey with you in those tough times. So lean on all of us that are there, that have gone through it and are willing to try to encourage and help you through that situation. And if you're coming through the battle and you've already gone through the battle and you're victorious, like some of us have been, able to say, it really is, encouraging to say, make it a life that's worthy of the call that you've been given. So a grateful life is a generous life. And I think that's been the biggest blessing, and why I look back and say how important this has been to me. I'm so glad to be with you, and so hopeful that this has been encouraging, and that we as a community can continue to encourage each other. So hope to meet you in person someday, and feel free at any time to reach out. And if there's anything I can do to ever support you, encourage you, or walk in this journey with you, it's been a pleasure. Talk to you soon.
As is our tradition, we will now recognize our cancer survivors. We have many names to share with you this year, so we've divided our list into 3 parts, which will be read at different points in today's program. We hope that you derive inspiration and hope from those walking the same path as you. Andronette Oggins, 2 years, 5 months. Antoinette Smith, 5 years. Dale A. Hill, 2.5 years. Dana M. Hare, 3 years. Darlene Goller, 18 years first time, 1 year, 5 months second time. Betty Davis, 4 years. Betty Hobson, 15 years. Deborah Brown, 8 years. Deborah Labo, 4 years, 5 months. Erin Williams, 3 months. Evelina Slovenko, 20 years. Deborah Miller, 4 years, 6 months. Deneen Holmes, 16 years and then 2 years. Deneen Jackson, 8 years. Denise Anderson, 13 years. Donna Bezalik, 5 years, 1 month. Dora Patterson, 10 years and then 3 years. Dottie Poniatowski, 10 years. Eileen Main, 1 year. Erin Benson, 1 year. Felicia Hill, 15 months. Francis Carter, 1 year, 3 months. Gary Allen, 1 year, 6 months. Betty Allward, 3 years, 6 months. Bill Vaughn, 9 years, 4 months. Gloria Smyrie, 3 years. Gloria Walker, 3 years, 11 months. Cheryl Eubanks, 15 years. Cheryl J. Fisher, 1 year. Grace M. Shoup, 2 years, 5 months. Abigail Chu, 7 months. Ada Elsner, 3 years, 5 months. Alex Serber, 3 months. Anastasia Padilla, 9 years. Christina Simpson, 1 year. Christine Kulik, 3 years, 9 months. Barbara Carpenter, 10 years. Barbara Kimsey, 2 years. Barbara Kraska, 2 years. Beth White, 15 years. Greta Willis, 11 years. Bonnie Campus, 13 years. Bridget Wallace, 16 months. Brittany Ward, 1 year, 3 months. Carissa Pisano, 2 years, 6 months. Chaplain Lisa Bandel, 7 months. Charlotte Haynes, 4 years, 2 months. Cheryl Cannon, 11 months. Hank Kalbfleisch, 4 years. Colette Crandall, 7 years. Janet Kohler, 2 years first time, 8 months second time. Darlene Koch, 1 year, 1 month. Debbie Geese, 3 years. Helen Hill, 1 year. Debbie Reeder, 2 years, 6 months first time, 6 months second time. Chloe Hebert, 1 year. And Chanita Butterworth, 3 years.
I'm Dr. Vadim Gushin. I'm proud and humbled to be your doctor. For some patients, a cancer diagnosis means a quick scare, and you remember about it a few times a year when you fill out healthcare questionnaire or see your physician for a follow-up. For others, this journey lasts many months and sometimes years. But I imagine that dealing with cancer requires a good deal of courage. I admire your courage in asking for help, in going through the treatments, in believing that you will get your life back. You may not suspect, but your courage spills over to us, your doctors, and makes us do many hour-long surgeries, read stacks of professional literature, perform clinical trials to find new cures. I thank you for that, and I wish you a long and healthy life.
Happy National Cancer Survivors Day from Glen Burnie Infusion.
Hi, Cancer Survivors! We want to thank you for letting us be part of your journey.
Happy National Cancer Survivors Day from your Radiation Oncology nurses.
Hello to all my GYN ladies. You continue to inspire me every day when I work with you, and it is my pleasure to do so. I send my love and best wishes to you and your families as we mark this Survivors Day, and I look forward to celebrating with you all in person next year.
Happy Survivors Day
The staff at Overly Infusion Center would like to wish you all a happy National Cancer Survivors Day. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your journey. A survivor is special,
United in the fight,
resilient,
valuable,
incredible,
valiant, overcomes,
and revitalizing.
we
Celebrate you.
Happy Cancer Survivors Day. Thank you for letting me be part of your team.
Happy National Cancer Survivor Day, everyone.
Happy Cancer Survivors Day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Okoye, and I just wanted to give a shout out to one of the most resilient groups in the hospital, our cancer survivors. I think that you've shown tremendous amount of strength and courage in managing your diagnosis and overcoming adversity and the challenges that come with cancer. I think that you provide a lot of meaning for us as a cancer team, as well as a lot of hope for both us and the patients that come after you. I've enjoyed being a part of your journey, and I hope that we can meet soon again next year in person. Take care and enjoy your day.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. When times get rough, the street. When evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. When darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. Silver girl, sit on my your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. See how they shine. When you need a friend. I'm standing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. Like a bridge over troubled water. Yes, lay me down.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us today. It really is a pleasure to have this Cancer Survivors Day, even though it's in a virtual manner. As I listened to all the names being read, many of whom I recognized, I realized what a privilege it is to have this job that I do, to be able to help so many strong and courageous individuals in their journey. One of those women who I've gotten to know is Miko Baldwin, who I met 5 years ago when she was first diagnosed. Miko is a woman who is a mother, she's a grandmother, she's working 2 jobs, she's a volunteer, and she's a big Ravens fan and knows more Ravens players than anyone else I know. And she's also a very strong and courageous and upbeat person. Anytime she's had a hurdle, she's like, okay, we're gonna get at this. And her positive attitude just, goes across to other patients that she encounters and to the staff. And I know that she's gonna, continue to be inspirational to many people, her family, those of us she encounters here, and it's my privilege to introduce her today. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miko Baldwin, and I am a survivor. When my mother was diagnosed with cancer on December of 2015, I was her caregiver and listened to every word the doctors told her to do about surviving. She lost her battle just 2 months later on February 13th, 2016. At that time, I didn't understand much about cancer, only the fact that many family and friends either lost their battle or beat it. For years, I wore pink. I walked in many walkathons. I donated to organizations. I volunteered. I was an advocate for all of them. I didn't realize that 8 months later, after losing my mother, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. I asked God, why me? What did I do? A response came to me through a close friend who was also battling breast cancer and said, why not you? So the journey began, and I came to understand the challenge I had to face was not so much that I was diagnosed with cancer, but how I chose to respond. The fact that you are still here and I am still here is proof that whatever tried to beat us lost. We survived and we're here to tell our story. We are all in this together. You have to find your purpose. I found mine in being a survivor and spreading the good news that I can survive and so can you. I have found my purpose and continue to be an advocate for breast cancer. Currently, in 2021, I am mentoring 6 of my friends who are currently battling breast cancer. I provide a bag of hope to each one of them. I have different products that help me get through. I even gave them a planner to plan out all of their calendar dates and appointments with doctors. I talk to them once a week, if not more, to get them through it and encourage them to keep fighting. I know that I'm not alone and that so many of us are in this battle together. You have to build your own story, and soon you will be helping others to beat cancer. The boat is getting full, and although we have lost some along the way, it's up to us to spread the good news and help others get to the battle. Enough about me. Let me share my experience with the wonderful, amazing staff at Mercy Hospital. For me, I need to see happy faces when I'm in my treatments. Mercy Hospital has done just that for me and my family. Caring nurses, wonderful doctors, and great resources. It's great to have a staff that takes their job seriously and truly cares for yours. Outpatient chemo has been my family for 5 years. Barb greets me at the reception desk with her Ravens and Orioles gear. The other receptions always smiling. We're talking about smoothies. The fact that Kelly and the crew and the techs are always giving me a hard time. I'm watching the scale like, where'd that weight come from? They are just amazing. Mama Joanne and her encouraging words, and Rachel looking at me like, let's get those numbers together. I want to bring them a smile because I can't imagine what they're going through each and every day. We have such a great time. Anna and my Ravens buddy, Dr. Reisberg. Where would I be without him? Dr. Reisberg is so humble but caring. The calls, medical advice, always on point. Just last October, it didn't look too promising for me. I looked at his face and I could just see it all. He told me to fight and follow his lead. I never gave up, and I told him, oh, don't you worry about me. Fist pump, we got this. Thank you for all you do. I'm so proud of you. Listen, just want to let the staff of Mercy know. I see a lot of different articles and things about Mercy Hospital is one of the best hospitals in Baltimore. No, you are the best hospital in Baltimore. Everyone listening here with me today, say we are the best hospital in Baltimore. Have a fantastic day, and thank God for your blessings.
Hi, everybody. This is Sandy Kataya. For those of you who don't know me, I am one of the medical oncologists at Mercy Medical Center.
I would now like to continue with the recognition of our survivors. Janice Kearns Bryce, 1 month. Helen Old, 9 months. Janie Ameth. Jennifer Fisher, 7 years. Natasha L. Gomes, 2 years. Roberta Hanna, 2 years and 10 months. Nan Marsh Bowen, 34 years, 1987, returned 2012. Helen Renee Wainix, 26 months. Holly Scott, 6 months. Jacqueline Royster, 1 year. James Arthur Lanier, 11 years and 5 months. Michelle A. Epps, 11 years, 10 months. Jamie Dye, 8 months. Jane Long, 8 months. Jennifer Holly, 4 years, 3 months. Jennifer Friedel, 3 years, 9 months. Janice Young, 8 years, 10 months. Karen S. Harrison, 8 years, 3 months. Jennifer Huntington, 2 years. Joe A. Pruitt, 3 years, 4 months. Joe A. Bleacher, 1 year, 10 months. Kara Walkie, 14 years. Joanne Lapelli, 3 years. John Hargrave, 7 years. Robinette West White, 18 years, 2 months. Rochelle Mensick, 2 years. John Wine, 3 years, 1 month. Janice M. Richardson, 5 years, 4 months. Catherine Fitzgerald, 2 years, 3 months. Costas Vovolis, 9 months. Laura Fetzer, 9 years. Kimberly R. Fuqua, 2 years. Linda Cohen, 2 years. Lois M. Miller, 2 years. Kimberly Jordan, 5 years. Marilyn Trips, 5 years. Mary Catherine Burks, 15 years. Linda Henderson, 18 years and 4 months. Catherine Presbury, 5 years and 1 month. Melanie Baker, 5 years. Marcia Ridgel, 7 years and 2 years. Mary Dixon, 4 years. Mary Hager, 16 years. Naeem Ramad, 2 years and 9 months. Mary Lee Olson, 4 months. Linda Holland, 3 years and 9 years. Mary Lou Sventi, 1 year, 11 months. Laura Lee Sanderson, 23 years. Michelle Schmitz, 7 years and 2 months. Miko Baldwin, 5 years. Miriam Sabrina Martin, 3 years. Michelle A. Epps, 11 years, 10 months. Lisa Wall, 11 months. Monique Bowser, 3 years. Robin Lewis, 4 years. Patricia Colesi, 2 years. Ruth Dixon, 9 years. And Patricia Ned, 14 years.
Hi, everybody. This is Sandy Kataya. For those of you who don't know me, I am one of the medical oncologists at Mercy Medical Center. I wanted to wish everybody a happy National Cancer Survivors Day. I want to thank my patients for teaching me to appreciate all the little things in life and for inspiring me to continue to do my job. I mourn the patients that we've lost, and I thank the families for all the care that they give to those patients and to support them and us. And I am looking forward to seeing you guys in person next year so that we can try to celebrate National Cancer Survivors Day together, as I feel that is always nice to see everybody and their family members. And I'm sorry that COVID has prevented that this year. Again, happy National Cancer Survivors Day, and until next year.
Happy Cancer Survivors Day. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your care.
Happy National Cancer Survivors Day. We are so proud of you all.
It's an honor to care for you, and you inspire us every day.
This year has been a difficult year for everyone, and particularly for our cancer patients and their families. Unfortunately, this year, we cannot meet in person, and we cannot celebrate the National Cancer Survivors Day as a group. But to our patients and their families, who are the true heroes in the war against cancer, I would like to send our love, our best wishes, and tell them that we think of you, we stand by you, we fight together, and hopefully we can celebrate this day as a group together again next year. God bless you all.
Hey guys, this is Deb from the Breast Center. Just want to wish all of my fellow cancer survivors happy National Cancer Survivors Day. Cheers and fist bump.
Happy Cancer Survivorship Day to all our patients and their family members. We were so happy to be part of your journey. And I personally was happy to be part of your journey because I am your Cancer Survivorship Coordinator. Have a great year.
Hi, Dr. David Reisberg. Thank you so much for participating in our virtual Cancer Survivors Day. At least we're one step up from last year when we weren't able to do anything. So hopefully next year we'll be back in person here at Mercy. It's always been a real joy to interact with all of my old friends and patients at our annual event. I've been doing this here at Mercy for almost 26 years, and I have a lot of strong relationships. And really, this is why I enjoy being an oncologist, is getting to know strong people like you that have enriched my life and make me want to go to work every day. So congratulations, have a good Survivors Day, and next year we'll be here at Mercy.
Happy National Cancer Survivors Day. We love our cancer patients. From B15. Yay!
Good afternoon. I will now continue with our final group of survivors. Sally Mummert, 10 years. Sandra Cooper, 2 years. Juanita Murray, 8 months. Sandra Elmore, 18 months. Tiffany Bell, 7 months. Sandra Fishman, 5 years. Sally Russell, 5 years, 7 months. Melissa Goodwin, 2 years, 9 months. Nancy Lee Bowen, 5 years. Sandra Sutherland, 8 years, 6 months. Sarah Colbert Woodland, 21 years. Jennifer Villavon, 3 months. Sandra Shaver, 5 years, 6 months, and 2 years, 6 months, and another 2 years. Nancy Rouse, 3 years, 8 months. Pam Sherbia, 10 years, 1 month. Nikita Richardson, 8 years. Shannon Erdman, 1 year, 6 months. Charles Leach Sr., 12 years, 6 months. Shelley Ann Marsh, 5 years. Shirley Kusenberry, 6 years. Sister Janet Pfeffer, 1 year, 6 months. Stacy Feely, 7 years. Kathleen Perricone, 6 years. Stacy Lyles Foster, 4 years. Stephanie Cornell, 2 years, 7 months. Nancy Early, 12 years. Stephanie Goldenberg, 4 years. Christina Simpson, 1 year. Stephanie Wood, 1 year, 5 months. Sylvia Way, 3 years. Tanyanika Reynolds, 3 years, 5 months. Teresa Davies, 2 years, 6 months. Tanya M. Woods, 2 years, 5 months. Kimberly Scheibel, 5 years, 5 months. Tamara Zavislan, 1 year. Mary Brown, 6 years, 3 months. Tracy Sullivan, 4 years. Peggy Jester, 2 years. Trishana Friday, 3 years. Val Cavallari, 8 months. Vaughn Miles Swain, 2 years, 6 months. Zena Smith, 2 years. Wendy Catlin, 5 years, 5 months. Liz Mercurio, 10 months. Vernice Hudley Jenneret, 6 years, 8 months. Tia Parker, 4 years, 11 months. Pauletta Diggs Jordan, 5 years. Nathaniel Hoff, 4 years and 8 months. Robert Allen Hutton, 2 years. Robert Fritz, 5 years. Kathy Recker, 14 years, then 4 months. Myra Richardson, 3 months. Johnny Cadlett, 6 months. Joyce Gruce, 7 years. Joanne Hill, 1 year, 10 months. Rosie Rolfe, 1 year. Mia Williams, 12 years, 9 months. Peggy Araya, 6 years. Lena Vendetti Petrick, 3 years. Patricia Brown, 6 years. Maureen Bennett, 6 years. Lori Gazelle, 5 years. Jennifer McKee, 3 years. Allison Watkins, 5 years. And Kayla Nolan Rowley, 25 years.
Please get your bells or your noisemakers ready. A ringing bell always communicates a message of some kind. Maybe it's a call for attention, like an alarm clock or a fire bell. Maybe it's a signal to gather and celebrate, as for worship or a party. Or maybe the bell is marking time, like a grandfather clock or a bell in the town square. In any case, the reverberation of bells is a marking of announcement, respect, remembrance, celebration. Today, our bells are a sign of our presence, the announcement of our journeys, the celebration of our beginnings and endings. So let us ring our bells. Let them ring out loud and long. Ring bells. And let us listen. Listen closely. Let us always listen for the bell ringing. It is the bell of this community, the bell of the Spirit of mercy. Amen. Thank you for joining us today. We are hopeful that we will be able to celebrate this wonderful event with you in person next year. I'll leave you with this beautiful closing song from the Morgan State Choir.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place could be much brighter than tomorrow. But if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place you'll feel there's no hurt or no sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying, care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares of joyful giving. If we try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. Fear or dread, we stop existing and start living. Then it feels that always love's enough for us growing. Make a better world, make a joyful world. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face. And the world we once believed in will shine again in grace. Then why do we keep strangling life on this earth crucify its soul? Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly, be God's glow. Heal the world, make it a better place. there are make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me. And the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are make a better place for you and for me. Oh, there are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Oh, there are make a better place for you and for me.